we have a few new details on the recently announced Ubisoft Star Wars game. CD Projekt reveals a revised DLC roadmap. And Harry Potter fans will sadly have to wait a little longer before they can start their Wizarding World adventure. Welcome to your gaming news update. As many of you may have already seen, CD Projekt co-founder has shared a new video talking about the studio's poor decisions in bringing Cyberpunk 2077 to previous gen consoles, making promises on the continuation of support, and most importantly, revealing a new DLC roadmap. The studio is now reconsidering its short-term DLC plans. They are still promising a free DLC, but they have now shifted priority to resolving the game's issues. They've also mentioned that the next-gen console update has also been pushed back. We're aiming for the second half of the year and we'll reveal more when we have more to share, the studio stated. And finally, they said that they're working with Sony to bring the game back to the PlayStation Store, and the refund program is, quote, progressing according to plan, end quote. So does this make you think any differently about Cyberpunk 2077? I would love to hear your opinion in the comments. The newly formed Lucasfilm Games and Ubisoft-owned Massive Entertainment, the developers behind Tom Clancy's The Division, have just announced that they are working on a new Star Wars game. The game will be a Star Wars canon story-driven adventure game, and it will run on Massive's Snowdrop engine. In response, EA released a statement about its future with Star Wars. They said, quote, "We are proud of our long-standing collaboration with Lucasfilm Games, which will continue for years to come." Following the news, Massive Entertainment has updated several job listings for its upcoming project, which gave us some insight on what we can expect from the game. The company's pages has now listed jobs in several departments, including gameplay, art, production, and animation. And the listings indicate that some areas that the developers will potentially be focusing on, things like story-driven open-world adventure and shooters. Personally, I'm really excited to see what Ubisoft will do with the franchise, but I'm also slightly concerned that we would end up getting another live service multiplayer money drainer. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Warner Bros. Games has announced that Harry Potter spin-off Hogwarts Legacy will now launch in 2022. Quote, "We would like to thank fans from around the world on the tremendous reaction to the announcement of Hogwarts Legacy from our Portkey Games label," end quote. Creating the best possible experience for all of the Wizarding World and gaming fans is paramount to us, so we are giving the game the time it needs. In case you didn't know, Hogwarts Legacy is an immersive, open-world action RPG set in the Wizarding World first introduced in the Harry Potter books. In the game, you'll embark on a journey through familiar and new locations as you explore and discover fantastic beasts. You will be able to customize your character, craft potions, upgrade talents, and become the wizard you want to be. So with that mischief managed, let me know what you're most excited for in the comments below. And that about wraps up this week's gaming news highlights. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this content, please remember to subscribe.